A 6-month delay has finally come to an end as the GCU women's soccer season is set to begin here tonight. Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the beautiful GCU Soccer Stadium for tonight's season opener between the University of Arizona Wildcats and your Grand Canyon University Lopes. I'm Kyle Borg, joined by Jack O'Hara. And Jack, it's been a little while since we saw this team in action, but they did get a chance last weekend to have an exhibition game that they came away with a huge win against Benedictine Mesa.
Well, it's good to be here, Kyle. I think everybody's excited to get back in action tonight for the home opener against the Wildcats. And to your credit, yes, the Lopes did have an exhibition matchup against the Benedictine Mesa Redhawks here last week in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona. Wasn't exactly a nail-biter per se, a 12-1 victory. Cameron Larson getting her work in with 3 goals, got herself the hat trick as newcomers Lindsay Prokop and Marlene Schimmer, the 2 big-time transfers for this offense, added 2 goals of their own. So this offense is locked and loaded. Again, we're about 8.5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. And you know what 7 o'clock means, Kyle? It's going to be time to rock. Looking forward to it.
And we are just moments away from the lineups, the prayer, the anthem, and then it's the kickoff. We'll be right back right here on GCU TV.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain, with the sauce. The sauce, it gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... Whew, it's almost too hard to put into words. Good thing there's the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger.
The Sanderson Ford Promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Take $9,000 off all new F-150 Super Crew trucks. Purchase new Escapes for only $23,900 or new Ranger trucks for only $27,900.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
We needed one more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes!
Just under 7 minutes remain on the clock before kickoff between the Wildcats of the University of Arizona and the Lopes of Grand Canyon. Welcome back here inside the soccer stadium. Kyle Borg alongside Jack O'Hara. And Jack, it's been 6 months since the season was supposed to begin back in August due to the delay of the coronavirus pandemic. We are kicking off here in February in the Valley, and the Lopes, they are coached by the first-year head man, Chris Sissel, out of the University of Missouri, Kansas City.
Yeah, and Chris Sissel came to Grand Canyon University after 9 seasons at Kansas City, where he claimed 102 victories, Kyle, 3 WAC regular season titles, and 2 WAC Coach of the Year honors. And again, I think it was very frustrating for all coaches around the board to kind of communicate with their teams via Zoom meetings, trying to, again, build that new culture, that new chemistry with his new squad this season. Of course, Lindsay Prokop, one of his outstanding offenders, of course, 2019 WAC Player of the Year for women's soccer. She comes over and joins Coach Sissel on this squad. So it should be interesting to see Coach Sissel, of course, not here tonight. He's out, of course, with COVID-19. So he'll definitely be watching here tonight, though, as, of course, the Lopes take on the Wildcats.
And in his place tonight will be the first-year assistant head coach, Edgar Anzaldo, filling in for head coach Chris Sissel. And you mentioned Lindsay Prokop, Jack. Last year, the freshman of the year in the WAC all-freshman team, and a preseason all-WAC pick here this year for the Lopes, one of 2, the other being Marlene Schimmer. You saw just a moment ago the GCU starting lineup on your screen. They'll go as follows. Number 5, Danny Babb. Number 6, J.C. Ironshad. Number 8, Michaela McGee. Number 9, and the captain, Cameron Larson. Number 13, Sandra Hill. Number 19, Hannah Edwards. Number 20, like we just talked about, Lindsay Prokop, the transfer out of Kansas City. Number 26 in her second year, Tyler Ferguson. Number 27, the ASU transfer, Marlene Schimmer. And number 29, the freshman, Brenna Alderson. And in the goal for the Lopes, making her first career appearance in a GCU uniform, the redshirt sophomore, number 0, Hayden Wallace. Again, has not played in her 2+ seasons here at GCU, making the start here tonight. And now we'll go ahead, we'll take a quick look at the University of Arizona starting lineups, and they go as follows. Number 3, Ava McCrae. Number 4, Jasmine Young. Number 9, Jordan Hall. Number 13, Hannah Clifford. Number 14, and one of the 2 top goal scorers for this team a season ago, with 9 goals, number 14, Jill Aguilera. Number 15, Ava Hetzel. Number 16, Sabrina Enciso. Number 18, Madison Gorlinger. Number 21, Ilana Hocking. And number 22, the leading goal scorer with 10 a season ago, number 22, Jada Talley. And the University of Arizona, they'll be coached by the 7th-year head man, Tony Amato. As we get ready for the walkouts with both sides and the referees, we will get ready to send you down to the field here in a moment as you're getting a look there at Hayden Wallace in that green goalkeeper jersey for the Lopes here tonight. Jack, we are going to be in for a fun one here this evening. It is the first time ever that this Lopes team has been able to host the University of Arizona in actual competition. And this is a University of Arizona team that's been to 4 of the last 5 NCAA tournaments.
Well, it's definitely going to be fun for the state and Arizona frenzy here at GCU Soccer Stadium. And you mentioned Jada Talley as well. The Wildcats bringing her back. She led the team with 10 goals like you alluded to before. She also had 8 assists and 28 points a season ago. And of course, 20-point scorer Jill Aguilera also returning to help lead that offensive attack. So it should be a nice test for Coach Sissel's offense and defense tonight as we get going here in WAC play, starting again 6 months later here in February.
And now we'll send it to the public address announcer, Jim Howell, for the lineups, prayer, and the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful GCU Soccer Stadium here at Grand Canyon University for tonight's exciting women's soccer action. Tonight is the 2021 regular season opener, and tonight's matchup features the Wildcats of the University of Arizona and your GCU Lopes. Here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the visitors, the Arizona Wildcats. In goal, number 0, sophomore Hope Heisey. Junior, number 3, Ava McCrae. Freshman, number 4, Jasmine Young. Freshman, number 9, Jordan Hall. Senior number 13, Hannah Clifford. Senior number 14, Jill Aguilera. Freshman number 15, Ava Hetzel. Senior number 16, Sabrina Enciso. Sophomore number 18, Madison Gorlinger. Junior number 21, Ileana Hocking. And senior number 22, Jada Talley. The head coach for the Wildcats is Tony Amato. Assistant coaches Sandy Davison, Kyle Venter, and Katie Coleman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for your Lopes. In goal tonight, number 0, redshirt sophomore Hayden Wallace. Number 5, redshirt sophomore Danny Babb. Number 6, redshirt sophomore J.C. Ironshad. Senior number 8, Michaela McGee. Senior number 9, Cameron Larson. Senior number 13, Sandra Hill. Senior number 19, Hannah Edwards. Sophomore number 20, Lindsay Prokop. Sophomore number 26, Tyler Ferguson. Junior number 27, Marlene Shimmer. And freshman number 29, Brenna Alderson. The head coach for your Lopes is Chris Sissel. Assistant coaches Edgar Anzaldo and Ben Parman. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you now to please rise if you are able. Gentlemen, please remove your hats or caps. We begin tonight with a word of prayer. Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all of the blessings and challenges you provide us each and every day. And we thank you for the chance to come together for this blessed event. We ask for safety for all of our players, coaches, and officials tonight. We ask for the ultimate wisdom for our officials and our coaches, and for our players to be able to showcase their talents in the bounds of good sportsmanship. We pray for safe passage for all those coming to the event on the way home, and we give all of us to you for your glory. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you remain standing now and join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Officials for tonight's contest, Charles Farr.
And we thank Jim Howell for the lineups, the prayer, and the playing of the national anthem as we will get it ready for kickoff with the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game, and we'll see what the Lopes have to do. Jack?
Well, we mentioned it 6 months later, but the girls are finally back in town. 450 days since the WAC tourney in 2019, but the Lopes will finally play a game of meaning in February of 2021 against these Wildcats. Not going to be an easy task for Coach Sissel's staff, but it should set the tone for the play to come. Of course, superstar transfers. Hey, Lopes fans, say hello to Marley Shimmer and Lindsay Prokop. I mean, along with the 22 returnees from the 2019 squad, the Lopes are welcoming these two in from over the summer. Shimmer, of course, a 16-point scorer from ASU, will serve in a midfielder and forward role charged with leading the GCU offense, while Prokop, of course, like we mentioned before, WAC Freshman Player of the Year in 2019 with Sissel at Kansas City, and the sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska, was second on the team with 8 goals and 19 points. And like we mentioned before, it is an Arizona frenzy because for the first time since joining Division I, the Lopes will host the other 3 in-state D1 programs at GCU, including the Wildcats and ASU. The Lopes and the Sun Devils will have a 1-1 February 11th and 14th. This is going to be the first matchup between the Lopes and Sun Devils since GCU's inaugural season in 1996. So tonight will set the tone, Kyle, but the rest of the season will sure be as fun as well.
So the Arizona Wildcats will be attacking from left to right on your screen. That is north to south here at the stadium. They are decked out in the blue, trimmed in red, and their goalkeeper, the sophomore, Hope Heisey, is decked out in all red with the big University of Arizona A on the front of her jersey. She returns to this Arizona team. She played all 17 games a season ago, or 17 to 19 games, excuse me, a season ago. Had 64 saves. She saved the ball at 70.3%, allowed just over a goal and a half a game at 1.64, recorded 7 shutouts, including a shutout in the first round of the NCAA tournament in a 1-0 win against the Horned Frogs of TCU, and was the Pac-12 all-freshman team. The Lopes in their new home white uniforms with the white shorts, the white jerseys, the white socks, and the purple GCU and numbers on the front and back of the jersey. Referees in blue, whistle, and we are underway. The 2021 season here at the GCU Soccer Stadium in the heart of Phoenix, and Arizona will get it going as the Lopes will try and bring this one down. Babb applying some pressure as that one will be booted up and away when the offside flag goes up, and that will give the Lopes back the possession. Jada Talley running in just a little bit too early on that back line for the Lopes, as Hayden Wallace will step up and she will get ready to boot it away for the Lopes. Just 37 seconds into this matchup. That one, Babb on the outside, looking to find Larson and Ironshad. As Arizona kicks that one away, looking for Talley in the middle. Bounces back, and now GCU good defense to deflect that out of play, and Arizona will take a throw in on the far side. Long throw in, looking for Talley on the far side. McGee is there. Or excuse me, I believe that was Hannah Whitaker. Or Hannah Edwards, rather, number 19 for the Lopes on the defensive stop that time. That'll force another throw in for Arizona. Going along into the box again. Bounced back up, header. Now headed out by the Lopes. Picked up by GCU. And now on the outside, Arizona doesn't have any numbers in the box just yet. They'll cross one in, all white shirts there to defend that one. That one headed straight up near the penalty spot and booted away, as Larson will come and try and get possession for the Lopes and play it on outside for Danny Babb, but it's turned over. Now Larson trying to run down the Wildcat on the far side. She does a good job to stay in front, almost won the ball back, and now GCU boots that one away and out of play. And another throw in closer to the corner flag this time coming for the University of Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's offense putting the pressure on early, but in a weird way, Kyle, I don't think Hayden Wallace minds. She kind of wants to set the tone for herself and this defense early on, prove that she is the mainstay behind the net for the Lopes this season.
We'll see if Arizona tries to go with a long throw in again. They're setting up near that fence. Looks like they'll try one. They will. Throw into the corner of the 6-yard box, but headed away. But not quite out of danger just yet. Fall into feet of the Wildcats. Looking for Talley in the middle again, and that time it's cleared away near midfield by the Lopes. Now Prokop trying to pick it up, and it falls. As Ironshad comes on it now, looking to play it away. Trying to catch Wallace outside of the goal, retreating, but Talley couldn't get enough connection on that, and Wallace is there, and an easy stop for her to get her night going. And we'll play one quickly, but Arizona picks it back up, now played out wide. In the middle, deflected away by Edwards. GCU applying for a handball, not going to get it. And Arizona keeps it near midfield and will play a little bit of kickball, looking to go long. Won't fall. Lopes gained possession for a moment. It's been all Arizona here in the first 4, but now here come the Lopes. This is Shimmer. Shimmer crossing midfield. She's got a ton of space in front of her with Babb running down the middle. She's going to slot one through. Danny Babb, slide tackled away, got the shot, and Heisey is there. Not out of danger, but now a foul on Danny Babb. Doesn't quite like the call, but that one will give Arizona the ball back. And what a counterattack from GCU early on.
Did you see that speed from Marlene Shimmer, Kyle? I mean, oh my goodness, like flash across the field, perfectly set up there for Danny Babb, and I guess it was just a little too good to be true there, unable to connect, nobody home at the end of the day, but the Lopes offense finally getting a chance to connect there.
That one headed out of play. That was Brenna Alderson, couldn't quite connect on her passing that time. Arizona another throw in, a nice back heel flick, and slipping is McGee trying to clear it away. Arizona picks it back up, trying to get in behind the line, won't do it, and Wallace will be there safely to pick it up. No harm, no foul that time. Still waiting for her first save of the day is Hayden Wallace. And offside flag up, over and back. That time didn't establish herself in the onside position, and we have the second offside on the Wildcats so far. Lopes going to go quick. In the middle, trying to get through. She'll try and find some feet. That time can't do it. And here comes Arizona again. Far side, playing it down. This is Tally again. She's got some speed. Tally showing off her own speed, looking to cut back. Lopes are there this time for a moment. Deflected out of play, and off a Tally last. We're going to get a goal kick for Hayden Wallace. Lopes looking to get something going for the second time here. They had a nice counterattack just a minute or so ago. Trying to go backwards this time. 6 minutes and 15 seconds into this one, and now both sides looking to settle in and get some possession going. Wallace has to tiptoe away from Tally. She does. Headed by McGee out of bounds. Trying to connect with Lindsay Prokop on the near side, as Edwards will kick it away. This is Shimmer now in the middle. Makes a good move to get around one defender and finds a teammate and will send it out wide to Danny Babb. That was Iron Shadowed with a good pass to Babb. Now Babb down the far sideline, but won't be able to connect with Sandra Hill. And the Lopes will have to retreat for a moment. Now, took a hard fall on the far side, was a Lope player. As that one trickled out of bounds, referee's going to stop the clock here. As Babb runs over to check on the injured Lope, don't have a number. Couldn't quite tell who that was, as the training staff will come onto the field to tend to the injured Grand Canyon player on the far sideline.
Well, does not currently look like a good situation for the Lopes. You know, Coach Sissel is watching at home, Kyle. Cannot be too pleased about this, as it looks like the Lopes will head back to the bench completely off the field here as the Wildcats wait near their box on the left side. See if we can get a number here.
And helping the Lope player to her feet on that far side. Looks like she's going to walk off under her own power or very limited assistance. Under her own power on that far side. So a nice sight for the Lopes. And it is Sandra Hill. That's who I thought it was, but I didn't want to speculate. So Sandra Hill will walk off, will now jog off, and she does have to come off the field because the training staff did come on to check on her. So she'll have to step off just for a moment. It looks like the Lopes will play with 10 for a moment until the referee calls her back onto the field. So it looks like the Lopes are going to start with a throw-in, probably play this one back. And they will. They're going to go back all the way to Wallace to reset. Wallace will come wide. Prokop looking to run it down. Gets ahead to it. No foul that time. Iron Shad gets taken out. Looking to tip that one over top. Or that was Marlene Schimmer, excuse me. Marlene Schimmer taken out, draws the foul. And now the Lopes will get a free kick. 7:35 now on the clock into this one. This will be McGee to take. Free kick will find a Wildcat. Now Arizona looking to find Talley over the top. Good defense from Hannah Edwards. You got to watch that speed of Jada Talley over the top. 10-goal scorer, led the team last season in goals. Also had 8 assists. First team all Pac-12 and one of 2 players in Arizona Wildcat women's soccer history to have 10 goals and 8 assists. Talley in the middle. Looking to find a teammate, won't do it. That's Anna Whitaker. Played through. Wallace is going to get there comfortably, and she'll play it to her feet. Now she'll pick it up. And we'll get ready to roll here on the back side. Lopes have done a good job counterattacking so far, but Arizona with the bulk of the possession.
Yeah, I think the Lopes have quickly realized that the Arizona Wildcats are not the Benedictine Redhawks thus far, Kyle. Of course, putting up those 12 points in the exhibition matchup last week. Still looking to get this offense going after a quick attempt at the hands of Marlene Schimmer and Danny Babb moments ago.
Now Babb will play it back, and that will be Sandra Hill on the far side. Finds the middle, Alderson. That one short and to a Wildcat again. That one got a deflection. Whitaker steps in. And Whitaker has pretty much drawn the assignment early on of marking Jada Talley. And not an easy assignment at that. That one looking to get crossed in. Deflected to the top of the box. Arizona couldn't quite recover to stop that time. And now here come the Lopes again. This is Marlene Schimmer, the ASU transfer. She'll look to find feet. She will. Lopes looking to counterattack again. Looking to find Larson. Couldn't quite do it. Arizona right there to take it away. Right back for the Lopes and Sandra Hill. Hill going to take the space. Has quite a bit of it as well. Trying to find Babb on the far side. Not going to do it. Babb deflects that one out of play. And another Wildcat throw-in on the far sideline near their own box at the defensive third of the field for the Wildcats. Again, another long throw coming in here for Arizona. Talley gets that one off of the Lopes defender and out of play, another throw in. That's a long throw in that time, looking to feed back the middle. Edwards is there. This is Lindsay Prokop on the near side. She's got some speed as well, looking to show it off. She'll connect with Iron Shad across the way. Iron Shad has a rip, and it's going to go well wide. But JC Iron Shad, known for those distance shots, she led the team in shots taken a season ago.
Yeah, that's vintage JC Iron Shad. And, of course, now we get to see both Lindsay Prokop and Marlene Schimmer get to work with some range early on in this one in the first 11 minutes. So you got to like what you see offensively, taking some chances. As we saw earlier, Marlene Schimmer trying to set up Danny Babb, close but no cigar. And then, of course, right there with Prokop trying to set up JC Iron Shad, but to no avail as well. As again, this Arizona defense doing a nice job, Kyle, in these first 11 and a half minutes as the Lopes have only had 2 real shots at getting on the board.
Yeah, in Arizona, they've put the pressure on, and the Lopes, they have handled it well. That back four standing strong along with Hayden Wallace in the goal, only allowing that one shot, which came from distance, and Talley couldn't connect, and it was an easy stop for Hayden Wallace. Speaking of Jada Talley, here she comes.
Well, that was some fancy footwork there, Kyle.
And
very impressive.
There's a reason why she is going to be playing in the NWSL next season. Her rights were acquired in the draft by Racing Louisville FC of the NWSL, and the offside flag goes up again. One of 2 players on this roster for Arizona to get drafted. the other being Jill Aguilera.
Yeah, playing rights acquired by Chicago Red Stars of the NWSL.
Second leading goal scorer on this team a season ago with 9, like we mentioned back in the pregame. Lopes pick up the ball again. They're going to go out wide. Danny Babb tied for the lead in goals a season ago. This one played back up top. Rip from the point, going to get deflected into the hands of Hope Heisey. That should go down as her first official save of the evening and of the season.
Yeah, just did a little too much oomph on that one, Kyle, as the Lopes were primed and ready to get on the scoreboard there.
McGee applies some pressure. We'll see who that went off of last. The assistant says it went off of Michaela McGee. Arizona picks up that throw in at midfield. Lopes pick it up. This is Alderson. Back return now. And taken away on an errant pass as Arizona will look to get something going on the near side. McGee is there. Or Brenna Alderson this time plays it out wide for Sandra Hill. Hill looking to find Babb. Good first step from the Arizona defense. Returned by Hannah Edwards. Looking for Larson. Larson just trying to get back on sides that time. And that one will trickle out of play, and a Lopes throw in on the far sideline. 13 minutes down, nearly 14 minutes here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. Both sides settling in to this opening matchup. Larson taken out, and now the foul will be called on the Lopes and JC Ironshad. Free kick will come near midfield on the GCU foul.
Second ball. Jim, Lindsay, Danny, second ball. Danny, second ball. Christian.
And the free kick finally away, as that took some time for Arizona to set up this time, but the Lopes defend it well. And they get one through. Now here come the Lopes again, looking to use their speed. And good defensive play from Arizona, and that offside flag should go up, and it does. Tally again offside. I believe that's going to be her second time in the offside position here already, and the third on the Wildcats here in the first 15 minutes. That Lopes defensive line doing a good job of fooling Arizona and making sure those runs are not timed enough to where Tally can get behind. That another good defensive play from Hannah Edwards. Shimmer looking to come on to it. Foul going to be called on the Arizona State transfer. Marlene Shimmer, all too familiar with this Arizona Wildcats team. Playing the last 2 seasons for the Sun Devils. Free kick coming in. Easy stop for Hayden Wallace that time. She will slow things up and let her team reset the shape and get things going. Looks like going to be her first punt of the season. And it is a good one at that. Over the midfield line, off of Larson's back, and right to Arizona again. Lopes pick up a throw, and they're going to go quick in the middle for Brenna Alderson. Good challenge and a tackle from the Wildcats, and they win the ball back. On the far side, looking to feed the middle, won't be able to do it. Edwards sliding in, gets that one away, and Arizona has to recover. No score through the first 17 minutes of play here. Offside flag up once again. The 4th offside now of the first 17 minutes for the Wildcats. And if you're Coach Tony Amato, you cannot be too happy with those 4 offsides. early on here in this one.
Well, I think both offenses to this point, Kyle, 17 minutes in the first half, and no offense has really gotten anything going. It's been a defensive affair thus far, and to your credit, Tony Amato, he's taken this Arizona soccer program to new heights that it's never been before, with 5 NCAA tournament appearances in the last 6 years. Of course, last year going 12-7 and making it to 3 consecutive NCAA tournaments. So, again, it should be just a matter of time before their offense starts picking things up, which means the Lopes offense has to create some opportunities for themselves.
And they have created a few so far, got 2 shots away so far on Hope Heisey. And the Wildcats, they've been to the tournament in 2019, 2018, 2017. Missed 2016, but got it in 15 and 14. So, again, 5 of the last 6 tournament appearances, and they have won a game in the majority of those as well. The only time losing in the first round under head coach Amato was the 2015 season, I believe. Again, last season, beating TCU 1-0 in the first round, then a 4-3 overtime loss to number 22 Penn State at the time. So their first game since late November, this Wildcats team. The last time we saw well, here come the Lopes in the box now. Shot. Ooh, looking to get one through to Cameron Larson. Maybe a little too unselfish from Danny Babb, but a good thought. And almost picked her out running across the face of goal. Good pass from Danny Babb.
Yeah, the captain licking her chops there for a second, Kyle. Again, Danny Babb, like you said, maybe being a little too selfish on that last offensive play. Putting, again, a little too much power into that one as Cameron Larson was just moments away from making contact with that one. But then again, the Lopes defense has to step up in a big way here. It's only a matter of time before the Wildcats get going offensively.
And Hope Heisey read it well. That one stayed in bounds down the sideline. Arizona unhappy with it. But Cameron Larson did a good job coming over, keeping it in play, and then winning a throw-in for her team on this near side. Just going to be right in front of the Arizona coaching staff. Going to throw this one in Prokop, looking to get one for Shimmer. Shimmer going through a couple Arizona defenders. That one deflects off of Shimmer's foot, and it'll be an Arizona throw-in. And you talk about Tony Amato turning Arizona around. Well, when Coach Sissel took over the University of Kansas City, he won 4 of the last 5 regular season titles for Kansas City, the Roos. Last season, Lopes were able to defeat the Roos 2-0 here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. And then Coach Sissel was hired here just over 400 days ago now. 409 days to be exact. The last time, or his coaching record rather, is 271, 20-34 in 21 seasons as a head coach. So that is good news for the Lopes. He has built a good culture here early on in his tenure, and he had to do it throughout a pandemic.
Yeah, like I was saying before, Kyle, having to do all of those Zoom calls, having to create that new culture, like you said, it was almost, you could say, a broken culture here for the Lopes, having struggled in each of the last 3 seasons. And given Coach Sissel and his new staff, a couple of new transfers, like we mentioned, Marlene Shimmer and Lindsey Prokop, just to name a few, the Lopes are primed and ready to again start the season. Their defense looking solid thus far against a premier offense in the Arizona Wildcats. And again, this offense, like we said before, kind of frustrated so far. They've had a few opportunities, just haven't been able to connect. Hopefully here that they're able to get away with something. No call there.
Not quite sure how, as Prokop was wrapped up and drugged to the ground. She gets right back up, however. Lopes keep possession. 21 minutes into this one now. The Lopes have made the last 3 WAC tournaments. Lopes will keep possession. Have not won a game since they hosted the WAC tournament here in 2017 when they upset UTRGV in the first round and then fell in the semifinal to Utah Valley, who I believe went on to win that tournament and make the NCAA tournament, and then have lost in the first round each of the last 2 seasons. That one played through the middle and through everybody as Hill will run it down for the Lopes. Play it out of play for the safe play. And Arizona will pick up a throw-in. Lopes also are going to host the WAC tournament again this season at the end of WAC play in late April. Scheduled right now for April 13th through the 17th here at the beautiful GCU Soccer Stadium. And it's going to be a soccer tournament that nobody's really prepared for, as normally they're late in November, so it's not as hot here in the Valley. But in April, it could be quite a scorcher.
Yeah, you really got to think about that, Kyle. Definitely going to be an X factor heading into April, and you got to give more credit to where credit's due. We were talking about some of Coach Sissel's accolades earlier. Coach Sissel actually knocked the Lopes out of the WAC tournament in 2019 with a 2-0 win as the head coach for Kansas City at that time when the WAC tournament was in Seattle. Again, that was a 2-0 defeat with Lindsey Prokop picking up a goal in that game.
Long throw in again, headed away, and the Lopes are able to clear it away, but only as far as midfield. As the Lopes and Arizona will look to bring that one down. Played back up. Edwards is there, but right to a Wildcat. And now it's Jada Talley. Got to stay on her. They do. Good, strong challenge. And another good challenge from Arizona that time to win it back. Shimmer tried to make a move, and a couple of great defensive plays back-to-back from both sides.
Yeah, it's easy to see at this point that Marlene, Shimmer, and Talley both being defended tremendously by these two defensive squads. Almost trying to outdo each other here in these first 23 minutes as, again, both these offenses have the ability to break out in a big way, Kyle.
Replacing number 4, Jasmine Young. And number 5, Ayanna Zimmerman.
Zimmerman and Young will check into the game for Arizona. That's numbers 4 and 5 respectively. Young, number 4, Jasmine Young, the freshman, and the junior forward, number 5, Ayanna Zimmerman, into the game for the Wildcats. Lopes defend well again, looking to find Larson into double coverage on the defensive end at midfield. Shimmer will look to run it down. She will, gets it deflected away. Lopes want a foul, but they're going to get the throw in. Shimmer has hit the ground more than once already here through the first 24 minutes of play, but popped right back up every time. Throw it into Prokop. She gets doubled immediately, and Arizona will get possession back. Coming down the far side with it. Headed away by Whitaker. That one took a deflection on the way through. Nobody there, but Hayden Wallace for the Lopes. She's been busy through the first 25 minutes. Only allowed 2 shots, but she has made a couple of those easy plays on the long ball so far here in this one.
Yeah, whichever way you look at it, Kyle, we're 25 minutes into the first half, and Hayden Wallace can look up at that scoreboard and see a giant 0 in the Arizona column. So hats off to Hayden Wallace thus far. Again, playing 2 seasons without really getting an opportunity in each of the last 2 seasons, finally getting her big break here tonight, again against a premier offense and doing a solid job thus far.
Lopes able to get the foul call. They'll play one into the box. Lopes appealing for a penalty. Larson went down in the box, not going to get it. Probably a good call, or a good no call rather, from the official. But the Lopes retain possession all the way back now in their own box with Wallace. She'll boot one away. Headed back in. And now that one of the more scary moments for Wallace, but she handled that really well and gets the ball away. And the Lopes with possession, now looking to play Prokop over the top. Not going to get there. Lopes applying good pressure. They've really settled into this match now. Shimmer with a good move to Meg the defender and keep it. And now she'll set up, and looked like Arizona looking to take a charge. Like in basketball that time, but Shimmer will draw the foul. She'll pop one up quickly. Looking for Larson, can't get it to her. Headed away by the back line of the Wildcats. Clifford on the ball. She'll get a pass away. Plays one out wide this time. Long shot and well wide of the goal. Wallace will get a second goal kick of the half. About halfway through. Lopes do a good job, get it away this time, but Arizona retains possession. Battle here on the near side as that one trickles wide for Hill, looking for Babb. Talley in the middle, can't bring it down, offside flag goes up again. Jada Talley unhappy with herself. Couldn't quite stay in the onside position.
Now we talk about the Lopes offense being frustrated to this point. Jaden Talley, who mentioned her offensive statistics throughout her career as a Wildcat, she's got to be frustrated almost a half hour into this one with Arizona's offense really having nothing to show for anything to this point. We've seen Marlene Schimmer get roughed up a little bit trying to create some opportunities for this Lopes offense as well. She's been disgusted with herself to this point, but again, you got to give credit to where credit's due. Both defenses really playing their hearts out in these first 28 minutes. And once again, the Lopes keeping the ball out of enemy territory as they kick it back to midfield.
Arizona picks it back up, and we'll look to play in the middle. Talley somehow again comes up with possession. They're looking to play through Jada Talley early. That one popped up in the middle, headed well over the crossbar, and perhaps the best chance for Arizona.
I think Hayden Wallace's heart just dropped there for a second, Kyle. Arizona's offense with a prime opportunity to take the lead just under a half hour into this one, but I think she got under it just a little bit as it popped over the net, and Hayden Wallace again will have another free kick here, trying to get the Lopes back into Arizona territory.
Lopes getting ready for the goal kick in a moment, as it looks like someone down here tying their shoe on this near touch line for the Lopes, as Arizona will get ready with some substitutes.
And as we wait, of course, get the best gear to show off your Lope pride here on campus. Go to lopeshop.gcu.edu to find everything Grand Canyon University, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV20 today, only to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Log in and get your gear today.
Back underway. Schimmer's got her shoes tied, and we're ready to go, but a foul near midfield will give Arizona the ball back. As we approach the half-hour mark here in the Valley of the Sun, on most days it is evening here, so no sun out just yet. It's set earlier today.
False advertising there.
False advertising. Fine, we'll say here in the heart of Phoenix, we got half hour down between the Lopes and the Wildcats. Still no score. Free kick from Arizona. Schimmer's going to pick it up, trying to get through four defenders. She does, and another foul on Arizona. That's about the second or third time Schimmer's been able to draw that foul. She is a very smart player. High soccer IQ for Marlene Schimmer.
It's been all about Marlene Schimmer and Jaden Talley to this point, really creating the most opportunities for their offenses. And, you know, again, we have about 15 minutes left to go in this first half, but it should be interesting to see how both these teams come out of that first half and see what their coaching staffs have on their plates, trying to re-strategize both offenses.
Low shot, and it finds the back of the net. The Lopes are on the board first, and it's 1-0 Grand Canyon.
Well, I spoke way too soon, Kyle. Right off the bat, the Lopes able to take the lead over Arizona. Should be a shocker one. And was that JC Ironshad?
I think that's JC Ironshad. Yeah, they're celebrating with her, and that is what we normally see. It was JC Ironshad in the 30th minute will put the Lopes ahead 1-0 and a rocket to the back corner.
Well, again, vintage JC Ironshad. We see her take that chance way too many times. We saw her take a chance earlier on, and this one did not connect. Nobody was home, but of course able to connect there from long distance to reawaken this GCU soccer stadium.
And reawaken it did. A loud eruption from the limited amount of fans, but we got a good turnout here tonight. Lopes want a foul. They're going to get it, and a yellow card. First one of the match for either side. Fans, of course, socially distant and wearing masks here on the GCU, or on our side, right in front of us, in front of the in the press box. In front of us here in the press box. All the way down they go. Pretty full stadium here tonight. That's what you love to see here on a Thursday evening, as Jill Aguilera will pick up the yellow card for Arizona. And now, of course, they say those first 5 minutes after scoring a goal is some of the most crucial 5 minutes you'll play, as you tend to be back on your heels, but the Lopes have other plans. Look like they want more goals to go into the back of the net, as McGee will take over.
Yeah, I said it earlier on, it's only a matter of time before Jaden Talley gets this Wildcats offense together and comes back in a big surge. And so the Lopes defense know what they're in for tonight. They pick up the big goal at the hands of JC Ironshad, and they're right back to work defensively.
Into the middle, can't find a teammate for the Wildcats, and played out wide. Hill gonna run it down, and you can tell the Lopes got a spring in their step here after scoring that goal. A renewed energy for this Lopes team. Again, they scored 12 against Benedictine and had quite a few goals in their 2 intra-squad scrimmages back in September and October. So we have seen the firepower from this Lopes offense. It's nothing new here to us or to this team. That one got out of play before Arizona could get on that one.
And
Lopes pick up a throw-in.
Ironshad, like you mentioned, kind of the hot hand right now. She picked up a goal in that 12-1 win. You see Cameron Larson trying to lead by example. You know, we touched up on it in the few exhibition matchups we had back in the fall. Of course, the WAC season starting tonight against Arizona. But of course, Cameron Larson, the captain of this squad, trying to lead by example this season in our farewell tour here for the Lopes under a new administration, a new coaching staff, and Coach Sissel picking up a hat trick in that exhibition matchup, trying to again add to the offensive contribution here tonight.
Ironshad again led this team in shots taken a season ago with 47 of them. Had 2 goals and 1 assist, and I want to say both of those goals came from nearly 30 yards away. You remember the one, of course, at New Mexico State to put the Aggies away 1-0 a season ago back in 2019. That one will go well outside and wide, no problem for the Lopes or Hayden Wallace, and they'll pick up another goal kick. Referee coming over to have a word with the Lopes bench.
Number 6, Megan Shelf, into the Wildcats lineup, replacing number 22, Jada Talley.
Talley checks out, and Megan Shelf, the freshman, number 6, will check in for Arizona State, or Arizona, excuse me, in the front. Got a little ahead of myself. Lopes will play Arizona State.
You're a little too excited.
Next
That's next
Thursday
week.
and Sunday.
You jumped 7 days in advance,
I did.
Kyle.
My apologies again, but they'll play a doubleheader against the Sun
Hey,
Devils.
don't wish your time away, man.
I know, it's my bad. Final 10 minutes, give or take, of this first half. Lopes back on the board first in the 30th minute.
You know, I think we're all excited for that matchup next week, of course, the 11th, and then Sunday, of course, Valentine's Day. You get that treat in ASU versus GCU, and then, of course, NAU this Sunday for the women's soccer program. Not to mention opening night for men's soccer on Saturday night against Utah Valley. All sports coming into full fruition. We knew it was coming, but we got 8 sports coming your way all at once.
Looking to equalize, they will. Couldn't tell if a Wildcat got ahead on that or if it deflected off of a Lopes player, but nonetheless, we're knotted up at 1 apiece. As that one just passed the outstretched hands of Hayden Wallace, and you can see her give her team a little pat on the back saying, come on, let's go, we'll get it back, it's fine.
Well, I think Hayden Wallace was well prepared. The timing was there. Again, just did not have the height in order to corral that one in as that one gets past her and hits the net. As Arizona, like we said, it was only a matter of time before they broke through, and they did right there.
And they did it without Jada Talley on the field. So we'll wait to see who officially goes down as the goal scorer. Both sides with a ton of speed and showing it off. It looks like they both have fresh legs as we wind down the first half. Lopes have yet to make a substitution in this one, so all starting 11 have played the full 35, going on 36 minutes. Throwing for Arizona, looking to go quick. They'll get another one as that one's played out of bounds by Hannah Edwards. Larson looking to run it down. She is going to get there first, but a little bit too hard on her first touch as it goes out of play. Another throw in for Arizona. Turn it back over. Lopes get it back. McGee plays it one hop out of bounds. Near side. Get another throw in by the Lopes bench and the coaching staff. Couple appeals for a handball. Not going to get it on that last one. That one's popped up near the edge of the 18. Arizona can't get that one through either. Lopes come away with it, played out wide. Danny Babb going to look to beat her man one-on-one, can't do it. Taken away by Arizona. Looking to feed that through, deflected, and we will have our first corner kick of the season, and it will go to Arizona.
Well, Hayden Wallace wanted the starting job. Now you got it. Now probably one of the bigger plays in this game, Kyle. Again, down to the nitty-gritty, 9 minutes left in the half as Arizona's offense now putting the pressure on. They knotted things up in one. Now with the first corner kick of the night, looking to take the lead.
Played to the penalty spot, headed down. And a cross back to Arizona. And out of play. And another corner kick, it looks like, as that took a deflection on its way over top of the crossbar. Arizona still threatening here in the 37th minute. And they're going to credit that goal to Jill, or no, excuse me, that last shot by Jill Aguilera. I thought that was going to be the goal update. Got a little ahead of myself. They'll play it short and then back out wide, looking to cross one in. Deflected away and out of play. So still no update on that goal scored. They have it down as an Arizona team goal right now. So if that updates, we'll get it back to you. And a foul and a whistle. Or whistle and a foul, and the Lopes will take over on their own side of the field. Babb was taken out, getting in on the defensive action. Plays on that far right wing up top for the Lopes. As Wallace will take this one. Whistle and another foul. Looked like Alderson was able to draw that whistle. Lopes are going to go quick out wide for Michaela McGee. In the middle, Larson. Looking to get one to Shimmer. Can't do it now. Hard defense this time. Whistle and a foul on Larson as both players were holding and grabbing, jostling for position for that one. Now it looks like the Lopes getting ready to make some substitutions, as well as Arizona. And the offside flag is up on Cameron Larson. Didn't look like she established herself immediately. So for the Lopes, looks like we're going to get Noah Johnson, number 23, and 11, Remy Deutsch, into the game for their first appearances of the season.
I think with about 5.5 minutes left, Kyle, you got to look at both penalties on both sides thus far, especially if you're the Arizona Wildcats, really costing yourself some offensive opportunities to this point. And again, you got about 5 minutes left to go. Really nothing to lose for this offense, trying to put as much pressure on Hayden Wallace as you possibly can.
But now the Lopes pick it back up. Shimmer in the middle of the field. Going to use her speed to get away from a couple of defenders. Slots one out wide for Babb. Babb makes a move, taken out. And we will get a whistle. Not sure if we'll get a card on this one, as Babb stayed down.
I would have been shocked to see nothing come of that play, as Danny Babb was roughed up pretty hard down there. Marlene Shimmer utilizing that speed once again. Outmaneuvering 3 Arizona defenders to get that pass to Danny Babb, trying to set her up for something big on the outside past the box. But of course, like we said, those penalties again piling up for Arizona, as it looks like the Lopes are going to have a big opportunity here. Again, 4.5 minutes left. Marlene Shimmer trying to take it to the house.
And she's going to have a rip, and it's just wide outside of that corner, but that one's on frame. That's a tough save for Heise in Arizona. Not a bad idea for Marlene Shimmer on that free kick. Got it in one of those positions where it's either shoot it or pass it, and neither way is too bad of a decision. So Johnson and Deutsch into the game for the Lopes. So it looks like Babb checks out, along with Michaela McGee. So they'll go one forward, one defender. That one well wide of the post again. Final 4.5 minutes. Play in the first half. 1-1 is the score. Lopes struck first in the 30th. 4 minutes later, it was the Wildcats equalizing on a beautiful ball played in. Got a couple of deflections and wound up in the back of the net. Of course, that Lopes goal by J.C. Ironshad from about 25 or so yards away. And the Lopes will let that trickle out of play. Goal kick again coming for GCU. Or excuse me, McGee did not check out. Ironshad did. Johnson came in for J.C. Ironshad. Mixed my numbers up a little bit that time. 6 and the 8. A little small in the back of those jerseys. Hard to see from all the way up here. Lopes another good stand defensively to win the ball back. Far side throw-in for the Lopes. Booted away. Prokop can't get there first, but they will win possession back in the middle of the field. Whitaker, that one took a strong deflection over the end line, and a goal kick coming with 2:45 to play in half number 1. Both defenses have played extremely well so far in this one.
Yeah, both sides playing a game of keep away to this point, Kyle. You got to be frustrated if you are these two offenses, like we've been mentioning all night long. J.C. Ironshad breaking through for the Lopes, but of course, like you said, the defense allowing the tied-up score 4 minutes later. At this point, again, Marlene Shimmer. Look at that fancy footwork, Kyle. Once again, Marlene Shimmer really opening eyes here at the GCU Soccer Stadium offensively.
And she'll be on the ball again, looking to find Lindsay Prokop. She will. Prokop near side, cuts back to the middle. Sandwiched between a couple of defenders. Not going to get the call. 60 seconds remain. Throw in from McGee on this near side. Quickly in for Alderson. Looking to go over the top to find Larson. Not going to find it. Babb's going to get there and win it back. Look to turn the corner. And a whistle. Foul on Danny Babb, the 4th on the Lopes. That's 10 combined team fouls now. 6 on the Wildcats, 4 on the Lopes. Final 11 seconds of the first half.
9, 8, 7.
And we'll see if Arizona tries to get one away. They're not going to get it. They're just going to drop the ball. And that is how we end the first half of play. It is a 1-1 scoreline here on opening night in half number 1. And Jack, it was a pretty good first half for both sides.
Yeah, you really can't complain, especially if you're the Lopes. If anything, you got to see how this offense was going to maneuver right out of the get-go. Marlene Schimmer, wow, what a talent coming over from ASU. We saw her make some big plays, creating some big opportunities. Lindsay Prokop getting her fair share of opportunities as well. And the defense stepping up. Hayden Wallace, yes, you allow the game time to score 4 minutes after, but you got to be pleased if you're Hayden Wallace going into the first half.
Absolutely, as we will kick off our halftime show. When we come back, it is a 1-1 GCU and Arizona right here on GCU TV.
Came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice. Came through drippin',
Mountain Dew Ice, a clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it really rocked the world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt, the all-time favorite, with 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2, and 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Good thing she's your other all-time favorite. Good thing there's the patty melt at Whataburger.
At Tire Pros, we know your time is valuable.
And spending time with family and friends is what really matters.
Our customers are the core of our business.
That's why we make buying tires and auto service hassle-free.
Our certified technicians will keep your car running smoothly.
So you can spend your time the way that you want.
Find a convenient location near you at TireProsOfArizona.com.
Hassle-free guaranteed.
At Tire Pros, we know your time is valuable.
And spending time with family and friends is what really matters.
Our customers are the core of our business.
That's why we make buying tires and auto service hassle-free.
Our certified technicians will keep your car running smoothly.
So you can spend your time the way that you want.
Find a convenient location near you at TirePros of Arizona.com.
Hassle-free guaranteed.
Back inside the GCU soccer stadium, it is a 1-1 score between the Lopes and the visiting University of Arizona Wildcats. Welcome to halftime. About 11 and a half minutes on the clock before we're able to get to the second 45. But Jack, a good first 45 minutes of play for both sides. Very strong defensively.
Yeah, great defense on both ends of the spectrum, Kyle. Again, if you're Hayden Walls, you got to give yourself a pat on the back. We mentioned she's been waiting for this day for nearly 3 years, you could say, finally getting her big break as the starting goalkeeper for the Lopes for this women's soccer program. Finally getting her niche, only allowing 1 goal in the first 45 minutes of play. And you got to give credit to where credit's due for Marlene Schimmer as well, creating a ton of opportunities on offense, using a ton of fancy footwork. And you see the power in that right foot of hers as well. And of course, JC Ironshad coming away, connecting for the Lopes way outside the box from long distance, had that long distance calling shot to give the Lopes the 1-0 advantage early on. A lot to be proud of and a lot to build on going into the second half.
As we will take a look at our Copper State halftime stats. Of course, we are tied at 1 apiece. Shots just in favor of Arizona in the total shot category, but the Lopes have put half of their shots on goal. Heisey has 1 more save than Wallace does, and we talked about those 10 fouls at the close of that first half. 6-4 Arizona, and then all 5 offside have come against the Wildcats, and about 3 or 4 of them have been Jada Talley trying to get in behind the Lopes. They've kept her quiet so far, and that goal scored by Arizona came at the 34.5-minute mark, and they're going to say that it did go off of Hannah Edwards' head on the way into the goal, so that will go down as an own goal against the Lopes. And then JC Ironshad again with that beautiful goal for the Lopes.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, for Arizona, those 5 offside fouls, really costing them deep. Should be interesting to see how they adapt in the second half. As, again, we will be back for second half action here in the heart of the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, between the Lopes and the Wildcats. We'll be right back.
About time you washed it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck? Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. We want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Is it possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
The Sanderson Ford promise. We promise, we deliver. Now during our 65th anniversary sale, we promise the best buying experience, the biggest inventory, and the lowest prices.
Take $9,000 off all new F-150 Super Crew trucks. Purchase new Escapes for only $23,900 or new Ranger trucks for only $27,900.
And on top of these offers, get a 65-inch TV with the purchase of any new Ford. Sanderson Ford, keeping promises for over 65 years.
Play outside. Play inside. Play in style all summer long. Talking Stick Resort's summer playcation starting at $99 a night with discounts on cabanas and dining. Also, take advantage of great deals at Topgolf, Talking Stick Resort Golf Club, iFly, Octane Raceway, Medieval Times, and much more. Summer playcation at Talking Stick Resort. Play in style.
From reimagining the way you work to reassessing what you need, you've changed the way you do business. And now, so have we. With no annual contracts and flexible internet and voice solutions, you'll have what you need to get back to business. Rethink, reconnect, reimagine. Switch to Cox Business today.
That's it. GCU_W.
Back inside the GCU Soccer Stadium at halftime between the Wildcats of the University of Arizona and the Lopes of Grand Canyon. And Jack, as we get set, let's go ahead, take a look at what is coming up in a very busy spring semester with the BSN upcoming schedule.
Yeah, ready or not, 8 sports coming your way. You got men's soccer versus Utah Valley, the home opener, Saturday, February 6th, right here on GCU TV. That game will kick off at 7 p.m. And, of course, women's soccer back in action Sunday afternoon, a Sunday matinee as they take on Northern Arizona University. Then, of course, that takes place February 7th at 2 p.m. And then, of course, women's soccer has a big date 1 week from tonight. Kyle, you'll be on the call as they take on the Arizona State Sun Devils. That's Thursday, February 11th at 7 p.m. All live on GCU TV. Softball kicks off, of course, next week as well with their first kickoff tournament. And baseball back in action in 2 weeks at Brazel, right down the street, as they will be taking on Missouri in a 4-game set to kick off their home season.
You talked about softball. They'll open up against Utah on a Thursday evening. Next Thursday, correct, against Utah. They'll be kicking off their 2021 campaign. Men's volleyball starts their home season next Friday the 12th when they will host Concordia Irvine, who they beat last weekend on their road trip, got swept by UCLA number 9, and then the Lopes traveled to Concordia Irvine and took down the number 12 team in the country 3-0, I believe. And the Lopes retained their number 10 spot in the top 15 for the men's college volleyball poll. Women's volleyball, I believe, is also back on Monday and Tuesday this week.
Of course, again, like we mentioned, we have men's and women's volleyball, softball, baseball, men's and women's basketball, don't forget, as well as the soccer programs here on campus. It is going to be an athletic frenzy over the next 3 months here on campus, no doubt about that.
Absolutely, and don't forget those women's basketball game on Saturday. You can catch that Fox 10 Extra ESPN3 as the Vaqueros of UTRGV. They'll come to town. That'll be Kate Longworth with the pregame starting in the afternoon at 1:30, and then it'll be Barry Butel and Scott Williams on the call for women's basketball against the Vaqueros. Molly Miller in her first season looking to continue their 2-game winning streak, push it to 3. Then, of course, Sunday late morning, you can catch the women in the second half of that 2-game set with Jim Howell on GCU TV. So, again, it stands 1-1 here in Phoenix, Arizona, as the visiting Arizona State Wildcats and their first ever matchup with the GCU Lopes are tied at the half. With about 3.5 minutes to play here, or before the half is over, we'll get half number 2 set up and underway when we come back right here on GCU TV.
I would say to anybody considering maybe skipping graduation to spend a long time thinking about participating. I think it's a great opportunity to really take advantage of a moment that you only get once in your life. It's an opportunity to really experience something that highlights all the hard work that you've put in.
Not very many people get to experience that in their life. It's such an honor and a privilege to be able to do that, and I think the memories that come out of that are just incredible.
Herff Jones, by your side.
Play outside. Play inside. Play in style all summer long. Talking Stick Resort's summer playcation starting at $99 a night with discounts on cabanas and dining. Also, take advantage of great deals at Topgolf, Talking Stick Resort Golf Club, iFly, Octane Raceway, Medieval Times, and much more. Summer playcation at Talking Stick Resort. Play in style.
At Tire Pros, we know your time is valuable.
And spending time with family and friends is what really matters.
Our customers are the core of our business.
That's why we make buying tires and auto service hassle-free.
Our certified technicians will keep your car running smoothly.
So you can spend your time the way that you want.
Find a convenient location near you at TirePros of Arizona.com.
Hassle-free guarantee.
Less than a minute remains on the halftime clock as both teams will slowly begin to trickle out of their respective locker rooms in a 1-1 draw so far through the first half of play. And Jack, a couple of weeks ago, the WAC came out with their preseason coaches poll.
Yeah, and again, after wrapping up the 2019 season, it seems like forever ago, Kyle, but after wrapping up the 2019 campaign with a 6th place finish in the WAC with a record of 3-5, the Lopes actually return, of course, with Chris Sissel and those 22 returners. And on January 28th, the WAC released its preseason rankings as voted on by those head coaches of the league's 9 schools, of course, and Grand Canyon University was projected to finish 5th in the conference, having received 34 total points. But as you can see, of course, the Lopes placing 4th with 31 points. Seattle U at the top of the leaderboards with 46. Of course, Utah Valley and California Baptist 2 and 3. But a lot of encouraging things right there for the Lopes as they head into this season, as well as into this second half of your Coach Sissel's staff.
Absolutely, Jack. And for a little bit of context, back in 2019, they were projected to finish 5th, 18 4th, 17 3rd, 5th in 16, and their highest ranking was 2nd to start the 2015 season. And of course, you mentioned Seattle there at the top of the leaderboard. They have won 5 of the last 7 WAC tournament titles, along with 5 of the last 7 regular season titles. The other regular season champs were Coach Sissel's Kansas City teams.
That's right, 2017, 2018, all about Kansas City and the Roos. Coach Sissel leading those squads to championship seasons. And yeah, what did Seattle ever do? Just 5 WAC championships in 7 seasons. They were a machine over the past decade or so. And of course, the Lopes looking to start their own legacy here, starting in the 2021 season and beyond.
And that Seattle team a season ago fell 1-0 in the first round of the NCAA tournament to the University of Washington Huskies. And the Seattle men, they also have a pretty good program up there. They're always in the hunt as well. Of course, you'll get more on that Saturday evening when the men's team opens up at home in what will be Coach Shellis Heineman's final season. Hall of Fame coach, 503 wins and counting, and a really good shot to repeat what he did in 2018 with his Lopes team with an NCAA tournament appearance and a WAC championship.
As you see that banner out there, WAC Men's Soccer Champions 2018 season. Coach Shellis Heineman announcing that this spring season will be his final season as the head coach of the men's program. Won't be returning in the fall, so it should be interesting to see what happens Saturday night as Utah Valley, the Wolverines, coming into town for Coach Shellis Heineman's final home opener. Should be a fun one.
So again, men kickoff 7 o'clock. You see that banner right there. The WAC champions in 2018, led by returning goalkeeper and the junior George Tesorice. And the men, they're healthy this year, Jack. They suffered through a couple of injuries on their offensive end a season ago and just didn't quite have the firepower, but they returned Justin Rasmussen, their leading goal scorer from a season ago. Tasha Suda's back.
And don't forget about Marco Afonso as well, picking up 2 goals
season
in his exhibition matchup last week. Missed the entire 2019 season. And you mentioned El Capitan Justin Rasmussen. Boy, is he fun to watch. A very powerful right foot, as he has been able to basically be unstoppable, at least in these exhibition matchups leading up to the season. So again, Saturday night, I'll be on the call with that one with Dominic Kitten. Should be a fun one, but it looks like we're varying to go here between the Lopes and the Wildcats for second half play.
Referee checks his watch with his assistants. We're underway, half number 2. 1-1, let's play 45 more here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. Teams have switched sides. The Lopes now going north to south or left to right on your TV screen. Arizona going right to left, south to north on your TV screen, as Arizona will pick up a throw-in on the near side. And now a throw-in coming on the far side for Arizona. Long throw-in again. Deflected out of play. They'll go quick one more time. A little 1-2 on the far side, looking to play that one in the middle. Errant pass. Wallace will see that one out of play, and a goal kick coming for the redshirt sophomore.
And right out of the get-go, more of what we saw in the first half. Kyle, the Wildcats offense putting the pressure on Hayden Wallace immediately. But again, a goal kick right off the bat here for the Lopes goalkeeper, as the Lopes now try to put some pressure on Arizona. We saw a few opportunities early on, headed by, of course, the ASU transfer. We'll see what they're able to do here, as it looks like the Wildcats once again putting the pressure on this offense right out of the get-go, looking for some more opportunities themselves.
It was Jada Talley picking out a teammate, but the Lopes defense is suffocating the Wildcats right now. Played in the middle, deflected by Edwards. And Edwards will just clear it away. And another Arizona Wildcat throw-in for the 4th time here in the first 2 minutes of half number 2. Out of play, and Arizona will keep possession. Long throw-in again, headed away by the Lopes. But Arizona stays on possession. Offside flag, however, is up. And the Lopes will have a chance to clear this one off their back line and get an attack going. This is much of what we saw in the first half early on to start a lot of Arizona. Then the Lopes had that really good chance with Danny Babb on the breakaway. They just couldn't quite put it home.
Yeah, looking at it now, it looks like the Wildcats have really given the Lopes a lot of offensive opportunities with these offside calls, and more of the same, like you mentioned, right off the bat. Arizona falling into those same mistakes. We're starting to see the cracks defensively. The Lopes looking to take advantage.
Schimmer trying to use that fancy footwork, but turns it over. Now here comes Talley down the near side. Referee says that they got the ball, and the Lopes with another huge defensive stop on Jada Talley. Played in the middle. Over top everybody. Wallace is there. She's going to quickly roll it out to Lindsay Prokop. Prokop stays on the ball, makes a move. Finds the goal scorer, Ironshad. Looking to go 1-2, but Arizona was right there to take it away. Ironshad to Prokop, and the Lopes having trouble keeping their footing on that far sideline at the moment. We're going to get a whistle and a foul in a dangerous spot for Arizona, right near the edge of the 18-yard box. This is more than likely going to have to be a pass unless you have some wicked curve on that ball, however. Not sure, so the Lopes got to defend well again.
Well, the Lopes defense being put on their backs early on. Again, only 4.5 minutes into this second half. Arizona's offense, again, trying to find an open window, trying to find an open hole here against Hayden Wallace. They were able to do so. Again, Hannah Nichols off the head, unfortunately, bouncing one out of the outstretched hands of Hayden Wallace to tie this game up in the first half.
Clifford sends it in, but it won't go anywhere as Hetzel ran over it. Rebound at the top of the box, not going to go anywhere. Lopes can't clear it away. Now they do. And Arizona will have to retreat and reset. Defender falls down. Larson can't get there. She slides one away. Here comes Danny Babb. Doesn't have a ton of help just yet, and Arizona dodges a bullet, but not for long. Shimmer taken out again, but they're going to say she got the whole ball that time, and none of Marlene Shimmer. And good, strong challenges from both sides again here to start the second half.
Yeah, Danny Babb had the right idea there, Kyle, but again, just no help. A 4-on-1 attack there. Really nothing that she could do as this defense once again was able to combat the Lopes.
Out wide for Lindsay Prokop, makes a move, taken out, whistle, and a foul. Long ball played in. Arizona defends it for the moment. Lopes regain possession and now have a chance to reset. That took a deflection. Lopes will keep possession. In terms of possession, it was 56-44 total possession in favor of Arizona in that first half. So you know the Lopes want to be a little bit closer in that stat category, and right now they're doing a good job keeping the ball. Shimmer, she'll keep it herself, make another good move, trying to cut back, turns it over, looking to fight for it again. She will. Makes a turn, grab, taken down, and now the Lopes will get a free kick in a good spot to play one in, possibly picking out that head of Cameron Larson, one of the tallest players on this Lopes roster, perhaps the tallest player at 5'11". And in fact, she is the tallest player at 5'11". And she is the tallest player on either side. Alex Day, the freshman on Arizona, is the only one that can match her. Dangerous ball played in, deflected. Open goal for the Lopes, headed in. Arizona plays some good defense that time. Shot going to be deflected. That was Prokop trying to get on the rebound. And a great ball played in on that free kick, Jack.
Yeah, just way too many defenders on the inside for Arizona for the Lopes to make any real move there, trying to once again connect to take the lead. And it looks like Arizona's offense looking for a spark here. But again, the Lopes defense all over. There a 3-on-1 attack coming and another foul called. It's looking like it's going the other way for the Lopes.
Looking to go over the top for Babb. Won't run it down, and the Lopes will get a throw-in. I'm not sure that either bench has sat down yet tonight, Jack. Both sides very into it, very animated.
And how can you not be animated? How can you not be amped up for this one? Again, the opener for the Lopes and the Wildcats.
Iron Shad and Shimmer trying to keep possession, but Arizona comes away with it. And they'll try and find Tally, but won't do so. And we'll get a whistle, and it'll come all the way back for Arizona.
And it will be very interesting to see how Arizona strategizes this one, because again, as soon as they're able to create some opportunities for themselves and find an open hole, here they go away with those offside penalties. We've already seen 6 total, 5 in the first half. But it looks like the Lopes quickly able to combat that one.
Prokop picks it up, looking to find Larson. Cameron Larson has been very quiet. They have not really been able to find her just yet, as Prokop will come away with it, find Shimmer. Shimmer on the turn. Looking to connect with some teammates, and she will, as Hill comes on the near side with it. She had the assist on the Iron Shad goal. Alderson couldn't corral that one, and here come the Wildcats playing it long, looking for Tally. Tally will run it down in the corner. We'll cut back to the middle. Looking to cut back. Some fancy footwork from Tally, and the Lopes able to corral that one. Some jostling going on, that time in the box with Tally and I believe Ferguson. No call. Tally still hasn't gotten up just yet.
Yeah, Jada Talley just sitting there disgusted with herself. Again, really nothing you could do there if you are Jada Talley, trying to make the most of her situation there. 2-on-1 attack defensively. Again, getting no real help as she once again tries to find the scoreboard late in this one. We mentioned she is the X factor, kind of the juggernaut of this offense for the Wildcats, really having nothing to show for it thus far.
The Lopes will pick up a goal kick on the errant throw. So we've played 10 minutes of half number 2 already. Neither team has generated a whole lot of offense. A couple of heavy pressures from the Wildcats, but nothing really coming of it except for a free kick or two. Lopes had a good free kick as well. Now looking for Prokop, can't get there. Far side, Lopes pick it back up. Now Prokop's got a little bit of space, but the pass a little bit too strong and out of play as the Lopes will pick up a throw-in at the midfield line.
Sandy, when Tyler's holding the player up like that, you got off the cover and get tighter.
Looking to switch it that time, but won't get there. Alderson will head it back to the middle of her defense. And they'll play it out wide, Sandra Hill. The freshman Alderson tried to play one through. Prokop wasn't running as it got through the legs of a Wildcat defender, and the Lopes, they're going to pick up a throw.
Almost identical to what we saw early on in the first half, Kyle. Both defenses playing very aggressive early on, while both offenses kind of stagnant to this point. It's not that they're being aggressive and successful early on. They just have not been able to hit on their opportunities to this point. Again, we saw Jada with a few opportunities for the Wildcats early on. Really didn't have much help. In the first half, it was all about Marlene Schimmer creating the opportunities with her speed and her, again, that right leg for the Lopes. Just unable to have that same success thus far for the Lopes offense. We've seen a little bit of Lindsey Prokop as well. You mentioned Cameron Larson trying to get in on the fun. Looking for a breakaway play here.
Babb, 1-2, back to Hill. Making a move in the box. Gets through. And now a deflection, and it looks like we're going to get a handball on Sandra Hill. Couple of fancy moves, but it looked like Heisey was going to be all over that one after that last deflection. Played up. Babb has to hold her run. Thought she might have been offside. Now an errant headed pass away. And now the double team from the Lopes. Babb will get it. Keep it in on the side. She's got Prokop on the far side. Slide tackled away. Out of play. Lopes are going to get a corner. Lopes bench fired up after that one as well. Danny Babb made a couple of good moves. Now we're going to get to see the first set piece from the corner for GCU. See if they can execute one and take back the lead.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Kyle, you could see there in the bottom left corner, nobody is sitting down on the Lopes bench. They know how big this game is, trying to set the season off on the right foot.
Schimmer will take. Took a couple of deflections, and I think it ends up in Heisey's hands. Good set piece from the Lopes from that corner. So it looked like it might have gotten over her hands. I think Iron Shatter Larson might have gotten ahead to that one.
Yeah, that one was perfectly executed, I'd say, Kyle, by Schimmer. Again, I think Cameron Larson just did not time it well as Heisey was able to get to it first.
Lopes back on the ball. And now, the last 2-3 minutes have been all Lopes. But Arizona wants to change that. Tally offside again, just by inches every time, right behind Tyler Ferguson. Tyler Ferguson, she has been tasked, her and Hannah Edwards in the middle of that defense against Jada Talley, and they have done a phenomenal job of frustrating her and drawing her offsides. Cannot say that enough.
Yeah, again, and like I alluded to before, she is the juggernaut of this offense. We talked about her being the big piece for the Wildcats, has just been again, stagnant. She's been handcuffed by this Lopes defense to this point. Probably the biggest mainstay in this game for the Lopes thus far.
Lopes going to pick up a throw in on this near side, right in front of the coaching staff. Edwards will get a deflection away to McGee. Took a hop in the middle. And Arizona going to corral for the moment. Now they're going to look to push some numbers forward as the Lopes doing a good job of recovering and getting back. And again, suffocating defense. Jack, you said it, handcuffing this Arizona offense. And a very good start in the first 15 for this Lopes defensive side. McGee to take. That ball stayed in bounds. Now Arizona able to get it for a moment. Looking to go out wide. That far side. Now they'll get it. Believe that's Talley out there. Slide tackled away. Michaela McGee on Jada Talley. You see Michaela McGee right there on your screen, one of the seniors on this Lopes roster from Atlantic Beach, Florida. She only appeared in 8 games a season ago due to injuries, so did not get to play a full season for the Lopes. And, of course, one of the 6 seniors on this roster for the season here for the Lopes. And is Arizona going to make some changes? Long throw and a turn. Ball played into no man's land, out of play. We're going to get a corner and a dangerous play coming for Arizona State. And the trainers are getting waved on. That's Sandra Hill down again.
Well, she was able to walk off under her own power, able to jog off under her own power, Kyle, back in the first half. We'll see what this leads to, but again, not a good sign. Second time she's been down in this one. It'll be interesting to see if she's available for the rest of this one, if not on Sunday against NAU. It's not looking too good at the moment.
So they'll take Sandra Hill off, walking with limited help. So we hope Sandra Hill is okay. And back to those Arizona substitutions. It was Aguilera for McCray. Hawking came off as well. Hall for Talley. And then Bonds for Chelf. And now the Lopes have also just made substitutions. So Arizona will get us restarted with a corner kick here in the 62nd minute. Belzer just came on for the Lopes as well. Ball played into the middle, and that finds the back corner on a great header. And just like that, the Pac-12 opponent, University of Arizona, they're up 2-1 here in the 62nd minute of play.
And nothing Hayden Wallace could do about that one. I mentioned in the first half when Arizona tied things up, she timed it perfectly, did not time that one too well, as Arizona able to take advantage of that opportunity and take their first lead of the night, 2-1. And Kyle, it's only a matter of time. We mentioned how strong this offense is. It's only a matter of time before they get comfortable and really take advantage of this game. So this is a big opportunity for the Lopes here in these next 5 to 10 minutes to try and limit that momentum that this Arizona offense might maintain.
Ayanna Zimmerman, the goal scorer. She had one a season ago. Only got to play in 11 matches. She missed 9 due to injury. Again, 1 goal a season ago. Now, we saw this in the first half. This first 5 minutes after scoring and giving up a goal is going to be crucial for both sides. We saw Arizona able to get it back within 5 minutes of play, and we'll see what the Lopes can do this time. They'll boot one long and out of play. Thrown in. Wallace is going to get there. Give the assist to Jill Aguilera on that last goal. So Aguilera's first assist. Had 2 last season in 2019 for the Wildcats. Babb going to try and run it down. She won't, but they're going to get a throw in. So now in the attacking third, Lopes are going to be able to threaten from this position. Just to the side of that GCU bench on the corner of the 18-yard box is where this throw-in is going to come from. I believe that's Belzer who's going to take it. Throws it in long, but right to a Wildcat. And now the Wildcats will get possession back with a throw in on the near side, right where Belzer threw that last one in for the Lopes. Two-one score about 20 minutes in to half number 2, 64 minutes into this scheduled 90-minute contest. Prokop picks it up. Arizona trying to win it back, but Alderson will play it wide. Out of play, Wildcats throw in. They'll pick up another throw in immediately off the headed pass out of play by the Lopes.
And if you're Arizona at this point, Kyle, the offense, as frustrating as things have been, they are now in control 2-1. They control the pace of play. It's now the Lopes backs against the wall, trying to even things up.
Foul called, the 9th of the game on Arizona. 7 for the Lopes.
And it's key for the Lopes to take advantage of these opportunities. Like you mentioned, 7 offside penalties now for the Wildcats. It's almost pivotal for the Lopes to come away with at least 1 score to knot things up here, given the amount of opportunities that have been given to them by the Wildcats. Again, they control the pace of play at this point, Kyle, up 2-1. But they got to limit their mistakes as well defensively if they're going to want to come away with a win here on the road.
Lopes applied good pressure but couldn't win it back. Arizona able to find one through the middle. And a beautiful sliding play again from that Lopes defense. Not out of danger just yet. Played in the middle, save! Wallace. And now an easy one played out of play. And for safety at this point. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats. But a beautiful save and possibly a game-saving save at the moment from Hayden Wallace.
Probably the highlight of the game to this point, Kyle, for Hayden Wallace. And like you mentioned, a huge difference between a 1-score game and a 2-score game. But it ain't over yet, as the Wildcats are going to come in storming here in a second with another corner kick. But you got to be happy if you're Hayden Wallace, able to keep this a 1-score affair.
Played in the middle again, and that one almost found its way through. Wallace kept it out. Second ball played in. That time Wallace gobbles that pass up. And the Lopes avoid danger that time. Bells are out wide for Babb. Lopes going to look to counter quickly. Babb makes a move, gets it back now. Good play from Danny Babb. Babb's got a pair of Lopes with her. Shimmer, she's got Larson, far side, header saved. Rebound, no, cleared off the line. Lopes still have it. From distance now, deflected away and cleared out of danger. And that was a beautiful play. First, the move from Danny Babb. Oh, and we're not going to play advantage that time. We're going to call the foul. And it looks like another card coming out of the referee's pocket. It will be. Second yellow card on the University of Arizona here tonight. Larson found herself all alone on the back post on the 2-on-1 after the play from Babb to get free. Found Shimmer as it forced a defender to step up. Shimmer played a beautiful ball to the head of Cameron Larson, and that's the first time we've really said Cameron Larson's name, and she had 2 chances at that one.
Well, I really thought Marlene Shimmer was going to take it herself. She definitely had the strength and the open window there to do so, but a brilliant pass nonetheless from the ASU transfer, and to your credit, Kyle, Cameron Larson with a prime time opportunity there. For the first time in this half, it looks like Hope Heisey's antennas went up for just a second, as she's now on alert as this Lopes offense looks for a resurgence down by 1.
2 great saves from Heisey on the line that time, and then a clearance by the Arizona defense as well to save the 3rd attempt. And the offside flag goes up. And that will be the first offside on the Lopes. Looks like Sandra Hill's going to get ready to check back into this one. Or excuse me, looks like Noah Johnson. So on the offside, Arizona's going to get the chance here from midfield to play one in possibly. Headed down by the Lopes. They get there first. It's Babb with it. Can't find a teammate, and Arizona regains possession. And when the Lopes have been able to have possession, Jack, and really move the ball from side to side, north to south, they have done a beautiful job of it and have gotten some quality chances.
Well, they've had quality chances all night long. It's just about connecting at this point, Kyle. And before the Lopes up by 1 in a tie ball game earlier on as well, the Lopes were able to get away with some of those missed opportunities, as the defense has credited them with many of those chances to this point. But again, now you're down by 1 with 20 and a half minutes and counting to go. You got to make something happen, and you got to make something happen quick.
Prokop out, Johnson in. Possibly getting Prokop a little bit of a rest to end this one. Probably sit for 5 or so minutes. We'll see. Now foul on the Lopes will give Arizona the ball in the middle of the field from about 35, 37-ish yards away from goal and Hayden Wallace.
And this is arguably one of the bigger defensive stops of the game. If you're the Lopes, again, 20 minutes and counting, down by 1. You could ill afford to go down by 2 this late in the game.
A pair of Wildcats are going to talk about it. It looks like, again, it's going to be Hetzel and Clifford. Clifford runs over. This will be Aguilera to take it, and she finds the top corner from 35 yards away. Aguilera puts the Wildcats up by 2.
Well, we were talking about Jada all night long. We forgot about the other leading scorer for the Arizona Wildcats as they now go up by 2. And like I said moments ago, Kyle, you could ill afford to go down by 2 this late in the game. The Lopes backs against the wall now, as they're really going to have to really climb the ladder in order to make things interesting late.
So Dunn will check in on the defensive line on the far side for Arizona. First goal of the season from Jill Aguilera, the second leading scorer on this team a season ago with 9. And all of a sudden, a team that scored 41 goals a season ago is up 3-1 and up by a pair on this Lopes team. Lopes pick up possession again. Good, strong defensive pressure.
We mentioned when the Wildcats took the lead, their momentum went up a little bit, and then Jill Aguilera kind of putting more fire to it. So now they're going to have to, again, the Lopes going to have to kind of change a little bit of this momentum, this fire that the Wildcats now have rolling in their favor offensively, as they are now on the attack defensively, not really allowing the Lopes to create any opportunities for themselves.
Larson picks up the steal. Looking to find Babb, she will. 3-on-3, Babb knocked off the ball for a moment. We're going to get a goal kick, no deflection. Babb was trying to force that one out for a goal kick after she got knocked off the ball. And Babb staying down for a moment. Now she's back to her feet. Looks like the trainer's going to come out, work on the leg of Danny Babb, possibly just a cramp. That's, of course, what we're hoping for. And it does look like we'll get a substitution. Looks like Remy Deutsch, number 11, is going to check in. Babb up on her feet now, walking off. 72nd minute, 3-1's our score as we reset this one with a goal kick. Larson got her head to it, and a handball on the University of Arizona. Lopes have looked to go quick when they can off these free kicks, and it's worked for the most part here tonight. But now they're going to take one more ceremoniously.
And now it has to work, Kyle.
And time is no longer on your side if you are the Lopes, but that is 18 minutes remain, so still a bit of time, but not too much. Played middle through everybody. Who's going to run it down the far side? It will be Dunn over Ironshad, played back. Now stepping in is a Lopes defender to get it away. Lopes on the attack, makes a move in the middle. Looking to cut back, throw-in coming for GCU. Numbers starting to be thrown forward for the Lopes. Looking to play a numbers game. They say in any sport really that a 2-goal, 2-point, 2-run lead is perhaps the most dangerous, because once a team gets one back, they got new fire and momentum. So with a 2-goal lead, if you're Arizona, you want to add on to it. And if you're the Lopes, you want to score one rather quickly now.
And as I was saying before, Jill Aguilera's goal putting more fuel to the fire for this Wildcats team, let alone their offense. A lot more momentum, a lot more confidence here in these final 15 minutes or so as you're trying to once again put the nail in the coffin against this Lopes squad.
Wallace has to keep it out. Rebound's going to be offside. 7th offside on Arizona so far. And a shot from distance, not too troublesome for Hayden Wallace, as that one looked to be going wide. Did good to get down and get her hands on it, however. Make the save anyway. No need to take any unnecessary risks if you're the Lopes.
To your credit, Kyle, she did go out of her way a little bit. The dive a little unnecessary, but a slick-looking play nonetheless for the Lopes goalkeeper as she continues to have some shining moments in this one despite allowing the 3 scores to Arizona to this point.
Babb keeps it in, and now she'll use her speed, or excuse me, that's Deutsch keeping it in. Deutsch cross deflected, stays in play. Now that one goes out of bounds, and a throw in coming for GCU. So Deutsch did a good job, just like Danny Babb has done all night on this wing side for the Lopes, this right wing. Played some good defense, got the ball to deflect off her chest and in front of her and keep it in with her speed. Deutsch, no stranger to playing this position. She played there for 550 minutes a season ago. She appeared in every single Lopes game, had a pair of assists as well. So Remy Deutsch can set up some scores for the Lopes, and what a better time to do it than now. Long throw in over everybody. Deflected away by the Wildcats. Into the middle dangerously. Looks like Ironshad is there. Plays it back to the top. Took a deflection. Lopes going to keep possession. They'll go quickly to the back line. All the way back for Hannah Edwards. McGee will have to run it down. She will. For Noah Johnson this time. And Johnson plays it out of bounds. Deutsch tried to run it down and could not. Or excuse me, on this far side, that was Belzer trying to get back. Deflected away, and another corner kick, and these have proved troublesome in the second half for the Lopes. One goal scored off the corner. Another almost came from the corner.
And the Wildcats trying to seal the deal at this point. Again, a lot of soccer left to be played, Kyle. If the Wildcats are able to connect one more time, it is going to be an uphill battle for the Lopes in these final moments. So the defense having to step up in a huge way right here. Hayden Wallace and company, again, trying to stop the Wildcats in their tracks, trying to create something offensively, trying to gain that confidence and that momentum back in their favor.
And in this final 14 minutes, this is where you're going to see Arizona start to take their time with every throw in, every corner, every goal kick, every free kick they get. We'll get another corner kick this time on the opposite side where the goal came from.
And like you just said, Kyle, Wildcats going to milk it from here on out. Again, 13 minutes and counting now, up by 2. They're going to take their time, as much time as they need, as they try and draw off as many seconds off that clock.
Number 2, Grace Santos, and number 15, Ava Hessel, return to the Wildcats lineup.
Now, of course, the referees are going to start to be aware of this, and they will stop the clock, dish out any yellow cards they need to if it starts to be excessive time wasting on the Wildcats' part. And I'm sure within the next 5 minutes or so, you'll start to see the referee give the hurry up signal. They're going to play it short and wisely. Crossed in, back post. Wallace on the hop right there. Good positioning from Hayden Wallace that time. Does good job, gets back on the ball. She does have 3 saves on the evening, and she's going to wait. She's going to punt this one away. You're starting to see that Lopes defensive pressure start to ramp up again, and that has caused some issues for the Wildcats in their own half, is when the Lopes start flying around and throwing double teams at times. They've been able to do a good job and force some odd man rushes and chances when they're able to do it. That one played to Larson. We've said her name a couple of times here in the last 5 minutes or so. Tried to get that one to Shimmer in the middle. Deutsch on it. Deutsch gets there, but it's one on the 50-50 by Arizona. Here comes Talley with speed. She makes a hard move, and we're going to get a penalty kick to possibly ice this game for Arizona. Smart play from Jada Talley to cut back, knowing the slide tackle was coming.
Well, it's been a long time coming for Jada Talley as well, Kyle. And at this point in the game, again, 11 minutes and counting now, up by 2. All Jada Talley really had to do here is, again, milk the clock, kind of isolate the ball on an offense. But you know, to her credit, she's been frustrated all night long, trying to take that one to the house, gets tripped up, and now she has a golden opportunity to put the nail in the coffin right here.
1 of 1 a season ago for Arizona on penalty kicks. That's off the post. Rebound chance. That one finds the back of the net. The Lopes caught a break for a moment, but it looked like running in Arizona all over that rebound. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, it's 4-1 Wildcats.
And like we were alluding to at kickoff a number of hours ago, Kyle, if this offense catches any sort of fire, look out. And in these final moments, again, up by 1, they're able to take the lead coming out of this second half, and these last 2 goals within the last few moments have really sealed the deal for them here on opening night on the road in Phoenix. But again, nothing to be ashamed about if you're this Lopes defense, putting up a fight against this Wildcats offense, one of the premier offenses in the Pac-12.
And give that goal to Jada Talley. That one bounced around and eventually found the penalty kick taker, Talley, for her first of the season. And give the assist to Grace Santos, number 2, the junior midfielder out of Scottsville, Virginia. Deflected off of Deutsch and out of play, and Arizona will get another throw-in. Popped up, kept in for a moment. That'll stay in. Lopes gonna have to get something going. Final 10 minutes here, down by 3, not quite out of it just yet.
They're really going to have to put the pedal to the metal as of this point, Kyle. They need at least 3 scores at this point in 9.5 minutes. Seems like they're really taking their time to re-strategize here, trying to play keep away from this Arizona defense, just trying to milk the clock.
Now in the scrimmage, Jack, they scored 4 goals in about 10 minutes, if I'm remembering correctly. So this is a lot of firepower on this Lopes team. Looking for Shimmer. Shimmer on the touch to Deutsch. Deutsch will try and volley that one home. Had the right knuckle and spin on it, but just a little bit wide, and a goal kick coming. 9 minutes remain.
And there's really nothing else you could do in that situation if you're Remy Deutsch. Like we said, the clock is not on the Lopes side. Marlene Schimmer setting her up beautifully, and all you got to do right there if you're Remy Deutsch is take a chance, and she just wasn't able to square it up a little bit to her right. And now Arizona with another prime opportunity to take some seconds off that clock once again.
Talley looking to add a second, not going to get the foul. Wallace is going to pick it up. Final 8 minutes now. That one booted away. Right there are the Wildcats defenders again. Lopes let that one go out of play. They're going to get a throw in next to the Arizona bench. It's going to be Belzer. And a big boot out of play by Arizona. You're going to start to see a lot of that as well. Looking to make a couple of final substitutions. And now we will stop the clock. Referee trying to give that signal. A couple of extra seconds ticked off the clock there. Another throw-in coming for the Lopes. How about throw-in number 4 in a row for GCU as they will work their way slowly down the field. Looking to get maybe just at least one more back. That's going to be a foul, the 11th on Arizona. Played into the spot, got a deflection. Heisey is right there. She'll roll it out quickly. Prokop trying to win it back, but Arizona gets it out of danger. Aguilera plays that one out wide. Talley calling for it on the drop pass. She'll get it. Look to send that one in. Deflected off a Lopes defender. Aguilera. Now the Lopes able to clear for a moment, and they will get the throw in. Arizona looking to tack on another one. They'll go from distance and right into the hands of the awaiting Hayden Wallace, who's made 5 saves on 8 shots on goal. Of course, one of those 4 goals scored was an own goal off the head of Hannah Edwards. That was the first Arizona goal. Tally Aguilera and Zimmerman, the other 3 goal scorers, as we will get some substitutions for the Wildcats to play the final 5.5-ish minutes of this one.
Number 5, Ayanna Zimmerman. Number 6, Megan Shelf. And number 33, Jenna Studer into the Wildcats lineup. Replacing number 7, Sarah Rice. Number 14, Jill Aguilera. And number 9, Jordan Hall.
Goal kick coming for the Lopes and Hayden Wallace. Lopes pick it up. That's Edwards to try and get something on the offensive side going as that one's headed away. Four and a half minutes remaining here in the second half. It's 4-1 Wildcats.
The Lopes defense being aggressive till that final tick on the clock, Kyle. You gotta show appreciation for that. Down by 3 at this point, as again, they're still trying to create some opportunities for themselves, trying to give themselves a little bit of confidence heading into Sunday when they take on NAU here at 2 p.m. inside the GCU Soccer Stadium. And again, a lot to be proud of going into tonight's game again against a premier opponent in these Arizona Wildcats. We're right in this game for the first 75 minutes before, again, Arizona's offense was able to pull through with 2 key goals late, getting them past Hayden Wallace to kind of put this game in the bag, up by 3. Again, about 4 minutes left to go. The Lopes still have a slim chance in this one, but they're going to have to get going soon, as it looks like Arizona's defense once again putting the pressure on, trying to once again isolate that clock and walk away with a victory.
Hawking will get the yellow card for Arizona, as that foul will be called on Iron Shad. Entering the final 4 minutes of play, it's the 4th yellow card on the Wildcats here in this one. You mentioned the Lopes going to take on the Lumberjacks of NAU Sunday afternoon. Well, the Wildcats, they'll also be back at home in Tucson at 1 o'clock. They'll take on UTEP. Then the rest of the way for the Lopes, ASU next Thursday evening, 7 o'clock. Be sure to join us for all of both those games before WAC play starts, as they will open up against Utah Valley on the 18th of February. Arizona doing a good job of playing keep away from this Lopes defense at the moment. Now Arizona possibly can tack another one on, looking for the back post, but nobody's home. Ball stayed in bounds for a moment. We're going to get a goal kick for Hayden Wallace and substitutions for Arizona. So it looks like the clock has been stopped, so just under 2.5 left to play. But Jack, 4-1, the Lopes, they've played a good overall game here in this opener. And, you know, this Pac-12, not the first Pac-12 team they'll see this season, but this is a Pac-12 team that over the last 7 years of Coach Amato's reign, they have been a dominant force in the Pac-12. And the Pac-12 women's soccer, it is stacked. I mean, Stanford's the defending champ. They got 4 teams ranked in the top 25, but I think if you're the Lopes, you come away, there's some things to work on, but I think, you're decently pleased with, the overall effort you've seen. Haven't given up, had some good looks, some chances have occurred, and the defense looked really good, and so did Hayden Wallace.
Without a doubt, there are a lot of positives that Coach Sissel, he's watching. There's going to be a lot of positives that he's going to take away from this game. And hey, Kyle, you knew that this was going to be no cakewalk, taking on, again, a big-time Pac-12 opponent. And to your credit, it's not going to be the only Pac-12 opponent they see this season. It's not going to be the first Pac-12 opponent they see this week, taking on the Sun Devils next week, Thursday night, here on GCU TV. But again, you look at the scoreboard, you see a 3-point deficit, but the Lopes have a lot to be proud of coming out of opening night here on their home turf, taking on a premier opponent in Arizona.
And possibly one more scoring chance as we approach the final 60 seconds. But that one taken away, and now here comes Arizona. It's going to be a one-on-none. Wallace at the top of the box. They're going to make a move around Hayden Wallace. And the slide chance not going to get home for the Wildcats. 60 seconds remain. And I credit Hayden Wallace there to force that touch well wide. That was number 6, Megan Chelf, trying to get her first collegiate goal. She's a 4-time national champ at the high school level. But Hayden Wallace, another good defensive play from her. And she'll boot one away this time. Lopes will be unable to keep that in play. 30 seconds remain. And it does look like this one is going to stay where it is right now, 4-1. Played out of bounds. Final 10 seconds now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And Arizona will just let this one go. Played out of bounds. And that is where we end this one. It is a 4-1 Arizona Wildcat final here on opening night at the GCU Soccer Stadium. So the Lopes fall 4-1. But again, Jack, not a bad defensive game despite the score.
Now, a lot of positives, like we were mentioning before, to take away from this one. Holding Arizona to just 1 score in that first half. You got to remember Hayden Wallace with a lot of defensive contributions, a lot of pressure being put on her as well in that first half. Able to come away, like you mentioned, with those 3 saves. And of course, offensively, let's take a look at those cliff notes. JC Ironshad from long distance, way outside the box, able to come away with the Lopes' first offensive score of the season. Again, that put them up by a score heading into the final 5 minutes of half number 1 before Arizona was able to knot things up. And then, of course, in the second half, that's when Arizona's offense caught their first act of confidence, with Zimmerman giving them the lead. Jill Aguilera coming away with the score to make it a 3-1 score. And then, of course, Jada Talley, who was combated all night long by that Lopes defense, was able to come away with her first score in those final moments to, again, put the nail in the coffin. But again, if you're Coach Chris Sissel watching at home, you got to be proud of this program. Opening night against a premier opponent, heading into Sunday against NAU, while they'll try to even up their record at 1-1 here at home.
And we'll go ahead. Let's take a look at the game summary brought to you by Copper State. Again, the shots 15-12 in favor of the Wildcats. 9-5 on shots on goal. 6 saves officially for Hayden Wallace. 4 for Hope Heisey of the Wildcats. Lopes were offside once. 7 offsides for the Wildcats. And then the foul count 12-9 for the Wildcats as well. So the Lopes, unfortunately, will start their season 0-1-0. The Wildcats will go to 1-0-0 on their season. Again, the final score 4-1 here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. And we want to remind you, you can follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And hey, don't forget to download the Lope Nation app so you can watch all the live streams from your mobile device, or you can subscribe right here to our YouTube channel. at youtube.com/GCU. Well, our next women's soccer match will be on Sunday, February the 7th at 2 p.m. when the Lopes will take on the Lumberjacks of Northern Arizona University. For our wonderful crew here at GCU TV and for my partner, Jack O'Hara, I'm Kyle Borg, reminding you to have a great rest of your night, a great weekend, and as always, go Lopes.